260 million. Total volume is low, 34 million, down 50% from yesterday, but still 34 million is pretty good. Fully diluted valuation 1.65 billion, so not a cheap, still cheap, but you know, it's ranked 221 in terms of all the coins, but if we take fully diluted valuation into account, it's pretty high up there. Total supply 10 billion, circular supply 2.77 billion. So, and the max supply is 10 billion. So let's take a quick video and just see kind of what they do. So this is on their Twitter. They have 52,000 followers, which isn't that much, but again, they literally just started. I mean, they joined February 2023, so, you know, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this is what they do.
Meet DeepBook, the backbone of Sui DeFi Liquidity. DeepBook is a next-generation decentralized central limit order book built on Sui. It leverages Sui's parallel execution and low transaction fees to bring the highly performant, low-latency experience of a centralized exchange on-chain. But how does this work? Automated market makers, also known as AMMs, use liquidity pools funded by users and algorithmic pricing, allowing trades against the pool without a direct counterparty. This mechanism has powered decentralized trading until now. Central limit order books directly match buyers and sellers through an order book, where prices are determined by supply and demand from active orders. CLOBs offer more precise pricing and control over trade execution, making them ideal for high liquidity markets. They also reduce issues like slippage and impermanent loss common in AMMs. With the growth of the Sui DeFi ecosystem, creating a liquidity layer for high liquidity pairs was essential to ensure low costs and stability in the market's highest volume trading. So, how can you leverage DeepBook? As a liquidity layer, DeepBook is not an exchange front end, but rather powering liquidity in our ecosystem protocols. By trading on those platforms, your trades can be eligible to go through DeepBook if that's the best route for them. Join us in spreading the word about the future of finance on Sui, powered by DeepBook.
So yeah, this is really amazing. I mean, the reason I kind of got into crypto and mainly Solana was because they kind of want to be the next stock market. And Sui wants to be obviously like the next Solana and have like, unlimited trading, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know. I think this is great, and it's just gonna improve the tech and trading in the future. Like I'm just really, really excited about that. Anyways, the founders are Messin Labs. So they're founded by Sui. They're the ones that founded Sui. We can see it here. They are majority of Meta workers. People that work with Facebook's Libra and those kind of people. So yeah, pretty backed. It's backed by obviously huge players. I mean, let's see who their backings are. Just so you guys can see, if you haven't seen the Sui video, which I recommend you seeing it. So it's all of them, and then investors, A16Z, Binance Labs, Circle. They have great funding, and they have great partners too. So yeah, I'm not really worried about the funding and everything with any Sui projects, especially ones that they're obviously going to show. The vesting, so 25% of the supply is unlocked at Genesis. Tokens will be released over 7 years. Pretty good, if you ask me. So 10% is for the initial community airdrop. So if you receive the airdrop, you literally just got free money. So amazing to hear. So 28% goes to core contributors and early backers, and then 61% in ecosystem growth. 15% locked at the Genesis, and then 7-year unlock period. So in my opinion, it looks pretty great. This is kind of how the vesting period looks like, and the token unlock period, I mean. And then the coin itself, the utility it has is for payments, liquidity, and governance, kind of like every other coin, but I just thought I had to mention that. Also, their ecosystem majority is DEXs and DeFi protocols. You can see it here. We talked about Cetus. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about these other ones, please. So, and there's others coming soon. They don't have that many protocols, so hopefully, that kind of grows. Because if we look at here, total value locked, I mean, we usually see it like rising, right? But even in these other, like, they have a V2 and a V3, and I don't know if they do need the total value locked, but like like a DEX or AMM, but it's always nice to see, right? In my opinion, even in SUI, right? Like, kind of dropping, which it is concerning to me, but not really too worried. And we can see here the wallets. So these are probably like the two wallets, like the community wallet and the investor wallet. And then Bybit and Mexi, the standards. Looks pretty decentralized to me. And let's see the block transactions. Let's see, 4 seconds, 10 seconds. So we see transactions here happening. One last thing I forgot to mention. It was before I leave you guys off. Let me see the vision. I could have sworn I saw how fast it was. 1 second. So I found it. So it says high throughput and low latency. So ultra low predictable cost with lightning fast, 390, I think ms is milliseconds, settlement times, blink, and it's done. So overall, should I invest in it? If you use SUI, you're probably, and SUI DeFi and that kind of stuff, you're probably gonna use DeepBook. So that kind of stuff you have to kind of invest in, like infrastructure. Obviously you could invest in like SUI games or other protocols like Cetus and that kind of stuff. But if you want sure easy gains, they're not gonna go up like huge. I mean, this has gone up 500%, but they're not gonna go huge amounts. It's like stuff like this, that's like infrastructure that's building, like, that is needed in the blockchain to operate. Now that I'm not saying it can't have other